Welcome to the Fairfax County Office for Children. This webinar will provide an overview to individuals who are interested in learning how to obtain a permit through Fairfax County to operate a family childcare business in their home. The county also provides a more comprehensive in-person preparing for your permit orientation session twice a month. More information on how to register for this orientation will be available at the end of this information session. The Community Education and Provider Services Program at the Office for Children oversees the Family Child Care Permit. In this information session, we will walk you through the highlights of the permit process. After watching the presentation, if you need additional information or clarification in another language, call the Office for Children at 703-324-8100. Let's begin.
Before we discuss the requirements to obtain a family child care permit, let's touch upon the many benefits of becoming a family child care provider. You can earn an income and you are a small business owner. You can stay home with your own children while earning money being a family child care provider. You are your own boss. You set your own schedule and your own child care policies. At the end of the day, you are already home. You don't have to sit in traffic or spend money on gas to commute to work. You can dress casually, reduce the stress in your day, and spend time with your own children. Also, there is a big demand for family childcare. There are over 146,000 children between the ages of 0 and 9 years old in Fairfax County, and many families choose family childcare for their childcare needs.
There are many reasons why parents choose family childcare. Many parents feel comfortable that their children are receiving care in a home-like setting with low child-to-provider ratios. Siblings can stay together during childcare hours, and parents can make one stop at the end of the day to pick up their children. Family childcare providers can often be found in the same neighborhood where families live, so convenience is also a great benefit. And in Fairfax County, families are also reassured that family child care providers in the county must be regulated as it's required by the Fairfax County Ordinance. Parents can feel comfortable that their family child care provider has met all the health and safety requirements in the ordinance, including background check searches and safety inspections by the fire code official and CEPS staff. In addition, parents are reassured knowing that their family child care provider is an early childhood professional who attends yearly professional development classes and has current certifications in pediatric, child, and adult first aid and CPR. So now, let's look at what the requirements are to be a family child care provider in Fairfax County. The Fairfax County Ordinance. Everything that we're going to talk about today is part of the legal requirements in the ordinance, specifically Chapter 30. Chapter 30 was established in 1976 to protect the health and safety of children by focusing on the health and safety of the family child care home environment, which includes all adults who live in the daycare home. It defines the requirements and regulations necessary to be able to obtain a permit to care for up to 4 children in your home. The law requires that to obtain a permit to care for children, you must provide child care services in your primary home. Your home is your business.
Your family child care permit. As a county permanent provider, you are the primary caregiver. That means you are responsible for care and safety of children.
Is it required to have a permit to provide child care?
To clarify the law in Fairfax County, to be a family child care provider, you are legally required to have either a Fairfax County home child care permit or a Virginia State Family Day Home license. You may not have both a county home child care permit and a state license for your home at the same time. A county home child care permit and a state license to provide child care are different. If you would like to take care of 5 or more children, you would need to obtain a state license with the Virginia Department of Social Services. As a county permitted provider, only one family child care permit can be issued per home, and the permit is valid for 1 year. With a permit, you can care for up to 4 non-resident children, depending on the ages of the current resident children. Let's talk more about that. Let's talk through the guide to numbers and care. How many children can you care for in your business?
Follow along on the slide while we explain number and care. All children who live in your home count in the child care ratio numbers, which include any resident child and all children in care. Also, the ages of the children in care and resident children need to be factored in to comply with the numbers and care guidelines. These guidelines are 4. The maximum number of non-resident children present in care at any one time is 4. 8. The maximum number of children allowed in the home at any one time, including all resident children, under the age of 10 is 8. 4. No more than 4 children can be under age 2 at any one time, including all resident children. 6. No more than 6 children can be under the age of kindergarten enrollment at any one time, including all resident children.
What are the requirements to apply and get a permit?
Before you apply for a permit or a license, you should find out if your landlord, apartment complex, or homeowners association allows you to operate a home business. The county family child care permit does not override any applicable bylaws and requirements of your residential complex, landlord, or homeowners association.
The permit covers several local jurisdictions like the City of Falls Church, Fairfax City, Town of Herndon, and Town of Vienna.
That's true. So a provider may have additional requirements to operate a child care business depending on your local jurisdiction. If you apply for a county permit, you'll receive information about how to contact your local jurisdiction.
It is also important to understand that there are zoning requirements that oversee family child care regulations.
The zoning and permit regulations authorize a provider to care for a maximum of 4 non-resident children based on age and ratio in a single-family detached home, townhouse, apartment, or a mobile home dwelling. It also allows a provider to have a substitute care provider in case the provider needs to be away from the business for a limited number of hours. Having a substitute does not increase the number of children allowed in care.
Let's talk about beginning the home child care facility application process. You must have one of the following identifications to use with your application: a Social Security identification number, a valid passport, tax identification number, a Virginia state-issued ID such as a driver's license or a state-issued identification card or green card. To obtain a family child care permit, several forms must be completed. You will receive a forms packet when you attend the Preparing for Your Family Child Care Permit orientation: an annual home child care facility application form, a waiver agreement and statement form, an annual sworn statement or affirmation form, and a CPS Central Registry background search form. Let's talk about the first form, a home child care facility application. As the applicant, you must complete a home child care facility application to obtain a permit and submit a $14 processing fee. Section A, applicant information. In this section, you will list information about you and your home. Section B, household children information. In this section, you will list information about all children 13 years or under living in the home. Section C, Child Protective Services Central Registry Release of Information. In this section, you will list information about all adults and children 14 years or older living in the home, including you and all substitute care providers. Section D, Fingerprint National Background Check. In this section, you disclose information about all adults in your home. Virginia state law requires a fingerprint national background check for each adult 18 years or older living in the home, including you and all substitute care providers. Section E, Applicant Signature. Your signature holds you responsible for disclosing all information honestly, as well as maintaining the correct ratio of children under your care. The next form is the waiver agreement and statement. Each adult 18 years or older living in the home, including you and all substitute care providers, must submit a signed waiver granting the Office for Children permission to request and review results from the Fingerprint National Background Check. Once you submit the waivers and a $27 fee per adult, we will send you instructions on where to go to complete the fingerprint search. There is an additional service fee required for each adult when they schedule the fingerprint appointment online. This search is resubmitted every 5 years. The Fingerprint National Background Check results for each person must be free of any barrier crimes. Another required form is the Sworn Statement or Affirmation form. This form discloses whether or not the adult has been convicted of a crime or criminal action is pending inside the state of Virginia or in other states. It also discloses whether or not the adult has a founded Child Protective Services complaint of abuse or neglect inside the state of Virginia or any other states. It is required for each adult 18 years or older living in the home, including you and all substitute care providers, to submit this form annually. If you or any adults 18 years or older living in the home or any substitute care providers have lived in any other state in the preceding 5 years, an out-of-state central registry search will be required. CEPS will provide applicable forms and instructions. Finally, there is the CPS Central Registry Background Search Form, resubmitted every 5 years.
Let's talk about that. You do not need to pay the $10 fee for this search, and the form must be notarized. A separate form must be completed for each person listed in Section C of the Home Child Care Facility application. On each of these completed forms, the applicant's information will be different. The applicant is the person who is being searched in the registry. The applicant can be you, your spouse, children 14 years of age or older, and includes all substitute care providers. Part 1 includes the detailed information of the individual whose name must be searched. An additional form is needed if the individual being searched has 4 or more children. Part 2, Certification and Consent for Release of Information. This section is where you state your identity, give permission for the search, and then sign in front of the notary. Part 3, Certification of Acknowledgement of an Individual. This section requires you to provide proof of identity to the notary, who then signs and notarizes the form.
To process the forms and information, there are fees to complete this work.
There are costs with starting any new business. Let's break them down. The Home Child Care Facility application processing fee is $14. This application and fee are resubmitted annually. Each fingerprint national background check is $27 paid to the Office for Children. The check covers the Virginia State Police and FBI searches. This search is repeated every 5 years, and this fee is paid again at that time. This is required for each person 18 years or older living in your home, including you and all substitute care providers. An additional service fee of $8.72 is required and paid for each adult when they schedule the fingerprint appointment online. You'll receive additional instructions once we receive the complete application.
Next steps. Before the health and safety inspection, check your readiness.
What can you expect when your child care specialist comes to your home to conduct a health and safety inspection?
First, the child care specialist will contact you to schedule the health and safety inspection. On the day of the health and safety inspection, your child care specialist will come to your home to complete this step in the process. We conduct the inspection to make sure the home is a safe and healthy environment for child care. The child care specialist will need to check the entire home. Make sure that all rooms are open and you have access to them during the inspection. Use the health and safety checklist as a guide to prepare your home for the inspection. You will receive this form at the orientation session. You need to prepare ahead of the appointment to make sure your home is ready for the inspection. Gather the required documentation. Prepare before the health and safety inspection and have the required documentation organized and ready for review by your child care specialist.
Right. You'll need to show your current certification for pediatric, child, and adult CPR and first aid. Online or video first aid and CPR training will not be accepted for permit certification. Documentation indicating that you and all adult household residents and substitutes are free from communicable tuberculosis. Your written sick child care policy. Your medication administration certification if you're planning to give medication.
There are other documents we will need to see.
Yes, all based on maintaining the health and safety for children. You'll need to show all immunization records for all children in care or living in your home. The rabies vaccine records for all cats and dogs. A completed emergency preparedness plan form. To help you get ready, we can provide you with an emergency preparedness and supplies guide to help you think through your emergency plan and materials. We have an emergency preparedness plan template to help you create your plan. If you have a private water source and sewage disposal system, you will need to show the operation and approved construction permits from the health department, which are issued by the health department after inspection. So there is also a fire safety inspection, right?
Yes, and to help you get ready, use the Fire Safety Inspection Checklist as a guide to help you evaluate your readiness for the fire safety inspection by the fire code official. You will receive this form at the orientation session. The fire code official will need to check the entire home. Make sure that all rooms are open and you have access to them during the inspection. Remember, the inspection says your home is safe and ready for children. Prepare your home environment ahead of time so you will successfully pass the inspections from the fire marshal and CEPS office. You will receive your permit when all paperwork, background checks, certifications, and inspections are successfully completed. The permit will show your permit number, effective dates, and any space limitations. The permit is valid for 1 year. There are a few more Fairfax County requirements once you have a permit. You are required to contact the Fairfax County Department of Tax Administration to register for a business, professional, and occupational license, your BPOL. In Fairfax County, the business, professional, and occupational license is a business license, not a license to do childcare. At the end of the year, you pay a small fee based on your gross annual income, like all other small businesses in Fairfax County. Next, once you have a permit, you are required to contact the Fairfax County Department of Tax Administration to create an inventory of taxable items or material you purchase for your business. This inventory becomes the basis for the Business Return of Tangible Personal Property, BPP tax. Federal Internal Revenue Service requirements for tax identification. Once you have a permit, you are a small business. You must comply with the Internal Revenue Service tax regulations and requirements on providing a tax identification number to families who pay for your child care services.
Let's talk about the benefits of becoming a family child care provider.
We can help you develop confidence in yourself as an early childhood educator and a small business owner. Once you have children in care, you can join the USDA food program and get reimbursed for some of the cost of the food you already serve to children. Receive special training opportunities and one-on-one technical assistance when your specialist is in your home. Join programs in the Office for Children that offer mentoring and quality improvement. And attend free quality professional development in the childcare field through classroom sessions and webinars.
Final steps. How does someone get started?
We offer free orientation sessions twice a month in different locations in the county. The orientation session goes over all the information in detail. Spanish-speaking CEPS staff are at each orientation session. At the orientation, you will hear exactly how you need to prepare your home and your documents so you can move quickly and successfully through the process. Listen to the fire code official as well as CEPS staff as they provide information about the inspections. You will receive the forms you need and can get technical assistance on completing the forms. Ask questions so you have the answers you need to start the process. Ready to get started? We are here to help. Call us at 703-324-8100 and register for a Preparing for Your Family Child Care Permit orientation session. Join a network of early childhood professionals making a difference in young lives. Take a minute and view quality family child care providers in action.
Working families in Fairfax County are looking for quality child care settings in which their young children can learn, play, and grow. Family child care providers can offer this quality experience in their own homes.
I really love seeing the light bulb moments when they're learning.
I became a family child care provider as a way to be a stay-at-home dad, spend time with my own children, and have a great experience for them.
If you enjoy being with young children and would like to earn an income working at home, think about becoming a family child care provider. It may be the most rewarding job you will ever have.
I like it here because it's a home setting, it's very comfortable, so now they can be together in the same house. I also like it because it's an educational environment.
I like the fact that this one is in my neighborhood. It's convenient, and I like to see what my child care provider is teaching my child.
A home child care business can be financially rewarding. How much you earn will depend on how many children are in your care and how many hours you care for them. As a small business owner, you can earn an income, save money on gas and clothing, and receive tax benefits. At Fairfax County's Office for Children, we can help you get your business started.
My husband and I decided, it would be a great thing to do. It was a hard decision to leave my job, but once I got into it, I realized it was definitely the right thing for me. And I love working with the children every day. It's awesome, and it's just an incredible thing.
What I like most about being a family child care provider is I don't have to commute every single day, so I get to save money on gas prices.
I became a child care provider because I miss my 12-year-old girl. and I have a son now, and I really would like to be around when he's growing.
If you decide to become a Fairfax County permitted family child care provider, a child care specialist will visit your home to help you create a quality child care program that is happy, healthy, and safe for young children. Your child care specialist will also help you enroll in the USDA food program, which will reimburse you for the food you serve to the children in your care. Parents will be glad to know their children are eating healthy food when they are in your home.
I love to participate in the USDA food program because it helps me to have a healthy menu every day for the children in my care. I also receive a monthly reimbursement check for the food I serve, and it helps me to plan nutritious meals for my family.
I think that it's so great that they know where their food comes from, and I think they put in this hard work, they're responsible for it, and then they have this finished product. They get to like pluck a tomato right off the vine and eat it, and they crave fresh fruits and vegetables. That's what they ask for, and I think that's in large part to Diana and to being exposed to the garden from such a young age.
The Office for Children also offers classes and workshops in early childhood development that will help you provide a learning environment for children. The classes will also help you to build positive relationships with families and at the same time help you grow your child care business. The Preparing for Your Permit workshop covers business basics including setting up your home for child care, marketing your business, planning activities, feeding your children healthy and nutritious meals, and interacting successfully with parents. To learn more about becoming a permitted family child care provider in Fairfax County, contact us. See what a difference you can make in a child's life, in your life, and in the community by becoming a permitted family child care provider.